people to come on in, I'm just going to start drawing some of my very favorite cartoon characters. I'm trying a different camera angle to avoid what happened last time. Wish us luck, and here we go. So, how's everybody's weekend going? I do know that quite a few people, since they do celebrate Christmas, are decorating for Christmas. I'm seeing all these very cute Christmas photos. These really beautiful Christmas trees, which really is lifting my spirits. There's something absolutely magical and sweet about this time of year. If you're wondering what my background is, I'll show you real quick. It's an IGT double diamond belly glass. So that's what I use as a hard surface since I'm at home place. The floor is a carpet. Working in retail is actually very fun this time of year. It's kind of stressful too, but overall pretty fun because you see a bunch of people with Christmas, like holiday goods, and it's just very fun to see what everybody is up to. And sometimes, like when I'm at the register, people tell me about their Christmas traditions, and really just like bring back so many like good, heartwarming memories and thoughts. Oh, hey Gail. Nice to see you. Hey Slot Royal, how are you doing? Hey Gail, I'll make do. Yes, this time is PM magic. It definitely is PM magic. And because I'm in a new situation, I'm currently finding new traditions. I'm currently finding new traditions and new things to do. It's definitely gonna be a really huge adjustment. I'm not looking forward to that part because for like 22 years, I've been doing the exact same thing for Christmas. But this year, it's gonna be completely different. I'm a little nervous, but mostly excited. Just to be able to get my own traditions going and get my feet underneath me. I was supposed to go to Atlantic City for the holiday party, but unfortunately, I do have work obligations, and I'm quite new to my job. But hopefully next year I get to go. That'll be a dream come true. I've never been to Atlantic City, but I bet it's been a place on my bucket list for sure. Hey Barbara, hey Tina, it's so good to see you. Gail says draw me a Huff and Puff machine. Coming right up after I draw one of the Charlie Brown characters. I'm forgetting the name of currently. Definitely not Peppermint Patty or Lucy. Let me finish this character real quick. Alright, so it's time for the... Oh, thank you so much, Slot Royal. I've seen your last YouTube video, looking great, by the way. I'm calling... Oh, what's going on? Oh no, what's going on with my iPad? My iPad's freezing. Oh no. Oh no, my iPad is freezing. 1 second, everybody. I think I just cleared all my tabs. Let me look up a Huff and Puff machine. So, my next video. Oh, and thank you so much, Tina, for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Here we go. Let's draw some Huff and Puff. And there we go. We got the magical iPad restored. So, yeah, so my next video. Thank you so much, Tina, for the super chat. Thank you so much. So, if you're curious, my next video is going to be about the idea. My next video is going to be about the fact that casino cannot change a payout percentage for the slot machine, and just like how difficult it is for a casino to like actually physically change the payout. There's this misconception that goes around that says that certain casinos they pay out certain people more, such as influencers, which is actually not true at all. Because in order to do that, the casino would have to go through hours of like gaming commission paperwork, and they would have to get gaming commission approval, which actually takes like probably days within itself. So, yeah, that's why I hold. that's what I figured out when I began hearing the rumors that casinos like change the payout for certain players. Huff and puff, puff puff, the huff and puff, and let's make it a unicorn slot machine because I know just how much Gail likes unicorns. So if you believe in magic, there you go. I definitely do want to start my own comic strip. It'll be about slot machines, and it'll be about busting. It'll be like a scam. It'll be about busting scammers too. I know this is kind of a darker topic, but I'm currently working on my second book, where I discuss the trauma and how my last 2 abusive situations impact me for my life. I'll also be discussing what happened and how I overlooked the red flags. I was originally going to write a book about I was originally working on a book about bipolar. However, I do want to prioritize my survivorship and my survival story. That's why I'm currently working on my second book, which is exactly about that. Hi, Pete Globe, so good to see you. Oh, thank you, Tina. I'm so happy that you got my book. My first book, in case you're new, is about what it's like living with depression, and my book is about what it's like how I deal with depression. I came up with that book after I realized that I was dealing with depression for like 2 years. My depression started when I got kicked out of Italy because my professor in Italy considered my speech impediment a safety hazard. From what I could tell, the university never provided me any real evidence of why I was kicked out and what I did wrong. But I did not break any rules, which further adds confusion to the situation, and that's why I got really depressed. That was my inspiration behind. That was like the starting ground for my That's the starting ground for my most recent book. Alright, Jose says, I think, 1 second. Jose says, I think that there are some server-based machines they can change remotely, and the software generates the paperwork for the commission automatically. I understand that old school machines, yours needs a different chip. I bet it varies by state, but it's definitely a possibility that casinos are tightening up the machines for the weekend. So, for server-based machines, what I suspect is like as they change in the machine, they have to have the gaming commission there, and the gaming commission has to be supervising the change. Also, casinos for the point about casinos tightening up the machines for the weekend. I actually don't think it's very necessary, because casinos are already raking in millions of dollars each and every day, and it'd be a lot of work and hassle for the casino to change the machine. They go through the entire flow and change the machines for the weekend. Also, in some casinos, there's thousands of machines, so the casinos would have to pay people to go through each machine and change and make the changes, which would be extremely time consuming, and it'd be I don't think it would be very resource efficient. So that's just my take on why casinos don't change the machines trade in or loosen up machines for a certain days or holidays. That's my second. That's gonna be my second vid. That's gonna be my third video. Hey D Lucky, and Jose says changes can be changes are Homo Simpson, and that's and D Lucky, if you're in Vegas, I would like to meet you, and I definitely do want to do and I would like to hear some more information. Alright, so here we go. I'll keep an alright, so done. So Jose says changes could be scheduled remotely. That could be true in some jurisdictions and states and countries too. I do have to do some more research into that because I'm not 100% sure, but that's definitely an interesting research topic to dive into. Hey Shannon, it's so good to see you. Pete Globe says, I'm in the slot business. They can change the percentage on the machines, even the very latest machines with a random number generated fitted. So I'm curious, Pete Globe, I wonder how do they go about changing the percentages? And I do think that, and for me, and I do wonder, and I actually wonder if it's like small. Now when I think about it, I wonder if it's small casinos with just like a few dozen machines that get the gaming board's commission in the country or in the state to change the to modify the machines during the weekend, and also even if they did, the payout percentage accounts for over time of millions of spins. And also for millions, and also for like and also the change out the payout percentage does not account for only one session. So even if somebody sits at a machine that's been set to 99% payout, the machines will be they could possibly still lose the entire bankroll on that machine because of how it takes like so long for the actual payback to play out. Oh, thank you, Jose. It does take a lot of practice. Here's Fred Flintstone. Then I know it would be really interesting to do, fascinating. Is I'd love to interview somebody on the gaming commission or like somebody who like works at a casino, even if they wish to be interviewed anonymously. I'd love to do that. I'd love to conduct that interview and see what's going on. I'd be very curious. Yo, dabba doo. And Jose said, can you draw your own character? Yes, I can draw my own character. After I'm done drawing Stitch. Yeah, Lilo and Stitch was one of my first movies that I watched besides Finding Nemo. I remember finding the opening scene very terrifying. And I didn't want to watch like Lilo and Stitch. So here's my own cartoon character. The only reason I ended up having to watch it was like during a snow day at school, and we all had to go to the auditorium to watch a movie. I just found it just downright terrifying and very unpleasant to watch. Alright, Jose says, Simon, check your chat for a troll at 6:42 p.m. Alright, let's go back to 6:42 p.m. to see what troll we have here. Rewind. Alright, 6:39 p.m. We got D Lucky saying, "Why do you hate me so much?" 6:40 p.m. D Lucky says, "Next time you're in Vegas, I'll introduce myself. I'd like to meet you." And alright, so unfortunately, I cannot find the Tron except for that one D Lucky account. And thank you so much, Tina, for joining this Simon Squad for another 12 awesome months. Thank you so much. So I definitely gotta check out that D Lucky account. See if it's a troll. See if it's a troll or the real deal. I'd be very shocked if it was the real deal. Alright, D Lucky is a troll. The troll la. Alright. And P Globe says the slot machine manufacturers are clever. When you think it is, for example, you're at $1 spin, how many times will you spin like a $5 win? That accounts for paying out $500% of that set spin. The manufacturers know most people will play this win back. That is so true. Troll-lo-lo-lo-lo-lo-lo-lo. 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 Troll-lo-lo. There's actually a song called Troll-lo-lo-lo-lo-lo that was composed back in 2012. Unfortunately, the original single passed away. Boo you troll. Boo you troll. Tracy A says, "Hey Simon, I hope you're doing well. So good to see you here. We just got ourselves a troll in chat, but the troll is no longer present. So as girls' request, this is my own cartoon character. And it's definitely true, Pete Globe, that the manufacturers will know that people will play the slot machine win back. That's why I believe on like some slot machines, like on some games nowadays, you can get really good line hits, but the machine is designed so that you keep chasing the even bigger jackpot, and that you eventually just play that line win back, as Pete Globe said. They're so clever, and the manufacturers are clever beyond words. Powerpuff. Bye, D Lucky Troll. Adios. Not. Let's draw D Lucky as a troll. Yeah, D Lucky be scam. D Lucky. I know I'm saying this a lot, but D Lucky be scamming all these people. People out of the heart. People like. And what gets me really going about the D Lucky experience, and what gets me really going about this whole entire thing, is the fact that I know I might get trolled for this, but the fact that I get. What gets me really going about the D Lucky experience, let me think, is the fact that he posts a bunch of videos showing people winning jackpots, but then you had to pay for his experience, which is now $1,700. And for this experience, and people, and he actually, there's like some recent videos that came out where he shows people, where he shows service workers and people who may be in financially desperate situations, thinking that they can win, thinking that like with him being around and like leading them around the high limit room, that they have a higher chance of winning on the machine, which is actually false, because the machine is completely random. So here it is. That's right. Scammers ever hugs for trolls. There it is. There's the troll. Dang, I didn't know that my hair was blocking the camera. Well, I got hair. My hair's being a troll tonight, blocking the camera, saying that Simon won't be drawing anything. My hair. My hair is just trolling me right now. I totally forgot that what it's like having my hair grow out. I'm like used to my hair being like an inch long, being extremely short. So here's the troll. Yep. Now let's keep drawing trolls. Anybody have any other requests? But I just keep on drawing trolls, different variants of different like kinds of trolls. Another troll wearing another version of the D Lucky Troll. The D Lucky Troll account. And what I found out from last night is that I think I can't remember the exact source, but there's actually, I'm not sure if this is correct or not. Don't quote me for this at all. But I remember hearing last night on like a stream that some of the casinos are actually in talks of like shutting down recording, which is going to definitely be devastating for everybody in the slot machine community. It's just very saddening and very messed up to think about what's happening. Oh, no troll hugs from me. Oh, thank you. I wish I was wearing actually, wait. I'm actually not wearing a flower right now. Oh, yes, Gail says to draw the Zen Master. Zen Master coming right up. So I'm actually not wearing a flower right now. All of mine. Oh, thank you, Rita Kelly. All of my outfits are dark reds and like tuxedo shorts. So flower doesn't really go well with any of my outfits right now. Oh yes, the magic carpet ride. We have not had a magic carpet ride in a long time. I really do miss going to the casino. Yeah, I've not been to a casino for a month. Just really miss going to the casino, seeing a bunch of slot machines. I think the last casino I was at was in Yamavam. I can't believe that was a month ago, which is crazy to think about. Just how fast time flies. So here's the Zen Master, bringing peace. Oops, sorry, Mike, not very good with my camera angle yet. I definitely do want to. Yeah, I definitely want to put my bow back in my hair when spring comes around. I really hope to get myself some Christmas bows. The more I think about it, I might get myself some Christmas bows. Also, let me know. Alright, here you go. I might get myself some Christmas bows. But sorry girls, but it's not a dating chat right now. Unfortunately, not a dating chat, so bye-bye. See you around. Yep. Bye-bye bot. This is what I think the bots look like. The obnoxious troll bots. This right there is a Zen Master. This over here is a troll bot that leaves messages in the live chats. Alright, getting the bot. Here's what I think the bots look like. Chat. Type. 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 Here's the bot. Type, 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 type. When the thumbs go up, it's time to do some more art. Definitely an odd combo. I just realized how odd of a combo it was. Let me add a computer real quick. Jose says now draw the bot. Bye-bye, troll. Jose says now draw the robot playing a slot machine. Yes, the robot should be playing a slot machine next. Alright, slot machine time. Let's see if he wins any jackpots. If we get lucky tonight. When the thumbs go up, it's time for an oil. When the thumbs go up, it's time for an oil change. I once thought I saw a fake ST guy account, but turned out it was the real ST guy. So I was like, oh my god, so I was like, whoopsie doopsie. Yeah, I couldn't believe that I had the real ST guy here once. So real ST guys here, shout out to the real ST guy. Alright, here's the robot. Ding, ding, ding. Big booms incoming. Beep, beep, blop. There it is. Now let's make the slot machine a robot too. Robot slot machine. There it is, the robot slot machine. Now let's add some wheels to it. Oh, thank you, Slot Royal. I definitely want to make a comic book. I definitely don't want to make a comic book. There's something magical about doing. There's something magical about doing hand-drawn art. Has anybody seen the movie Treasure Planet yet? It was unfortunately a flop in the box office, but it was one of the movies that used a mix of CGI and traditional hand-drawn animation. Hand-drawn in animation extensively, which I find really fascinating, which I find really neat. I definitely want to watch the full movie of Treasure Planet, and I just really wish that it did not. I just really wish it did not tank in the box office, because it deserves a lot more credit than it got. The way I found the movie the way I found out about Treasure Planet was I was like searching through these. I got this video recommended to me. It was about the movie The Strange New World, totally flopping in the box office, and I clicked on it. It led me to a video about. Then after that video, it led me to a video about why Treasure Planet was a box office flop, just like Disney Strange New Worlds. I've not seen either movie in the full length before, but I actually came pretty close to watching the Treasure Planet movie back in Yeah, back in 2007, when I was 7 years old, I thought it was gonna be very fun. I thought it was gonna be a very, very fun movie about space travel, but I was like so wrong. I freaked myself out, and I never wanted to look at that DVD again. So my mama, she had to return that movie to the library. And I remember just how freaked out I was at the computer, like just like watching it. I was the same way when I first watched the Yellow Submarine movie. It freaked me out too. So that's the movies, and that's some of my movie memories from my childhood. Alright, see you girl. Have a good night. I can't wait to see you for the next show. I plan on going live again next Sunday or someday next week, depending on my work schedule. Hopefully it can be Sunday. Alright, Charlie Brown is one of the hardest characters to draw because of how few shapes because of how simple the character is, and it only takes one long line to mess the entire character up. That's why it's really difficult to redraw Charlie Brown characters. And a huge kudos to all the animators who drew Charlie Brown, because you have to get him exactly right. Oopsies. Alright, so here's a Charlie Brown. And does anybody want any other drawing requests? I'm just gonna be wrapping up the stream a little bit early. Anybody have any last drawing requests? Alright. So I do want to thank everybody for being here, having a fun night of drawing, and I hope to see you. Alright, thoughts on what says Pink Panther. I was just thinking about Pink Panther. Here we go, Pink Panther. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, Pink Panther was actually one of my favorite characters growing up. I remember I used to watch a bunch of Pink Panther on one of my desktops, and it brings back so many fond memories. One of the strange memories was not a fond memory, but there's this one memory. I was outside doing some gardening work. I think I was around 9. I think I was 9 years old at the time, and lo and behold, I didn't realize that there was a wasp nest near me. So I was planting tulips, and bam, I got stung by a wasp I got stung by a wasp, and that experience shocked me to no end. I was like, ow, 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 I can't believe I was stung. So I spent the rest of the night evening watching Pink Panther, which actually made me feel way better. That's right, Slot Whale. Pink Panther is so awesome. It feels like most characters like shared. Hey Brad, 2030, how you doing? Hey Michelle, so good to see you. Hey Simon, happy holidays to you and your very blessed family. Aw, thank you so much. Shannon says, how about Jack Frost? Saltwater says, I found a wind up Pink Panther at the flea market the other day. I would love to see a picture of the wind up Pink Panther. Because one of my interests back when I was like way younger, one of my interests was wind up toys. I used to daydream about collecting wind up toys, and I always envisioned myself, like having a collection of like 100 wind up toys. I remember having this dream like years ago, where I like went into this room, and there was like all these like wind up toys. Then all of a sudden I was outside on these grassy hills, and behold these characters like called like Winkies. It was actually from an actual children's book. There was like this like, giant bird that had like hair that looked like Sonic the Hedgehog. Not exactly Sonic, but that's the closest description I can get to it. And that was like bright blue. Then there's like all these toys lined up on the hill, and I thought, oh my gosh, yes, I'm finally in paradise. Little did I realize that it was spring forward. So on to set my alarm went off, and I'm like, dang, darn it, time to go to school. Which I was not very fond of at the time. So here's the Pink Panther. Yes, I'm definitely still drawing, Michelle. So good to see you. How is your family doing? And hey, Brad. Alright, so let's draw Jack Frost. Oh yeah, I never just how scary Jack Frost was from the Santa Claus 2 movie. And I didn't realize that there was a Jack Frost animated character. So let's draw the Jack Frost animated character. Pink Panther versus Jack Frost. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh, Jack Frost just saw the Pink Panther. Oh, that is like the 1950s cartoon. Yep, Jack Frost, he was about to do something, but he got busted. Busted by the Panther. Also, I do know that in Las Vegas, there's gonna be this new hotel called Fontainebleau that's opening up soon. There's gonna be this hotel called Fontainebleau. It's opening up soon, and construction has been going on since 2008. I'm definitely fascinated about being there for opening day and seeing what it looks like in the inside. Hopefully there's a way to get a Vegas trip together to see the grand opening of that hotel. I still remember being there for the opening of the Resorts World, and the fact that there has not been like an opening of a new hotel / casino on the Las Vegas Strip for like a decade since the Cosmopolitan back in 2010. Here's Treaty Board for you. Did some Treaty Board earlier today. And what's interesting about the Cosmopolitan, it was supposed to Cosmopolitan. And what's interesting about the Cosmopolitan is it was supposed to be luxury condos. However, they decided to turn it into a casino, I think at the last minute. And that's right, it's the only casino with balconies in the room. Like, it was like in very late stages of development. Another interesting thing is the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer series. It's all stop motion animation, not 3D computer graphics. When I first watched Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I thought it was like computer graphics until I learned that it was made in the 1960s. So like the entire thing is stop motion animation. And I still remember counting down the days until I could watch Rudolph on TV, and just how excited I'd get when it would play on like ABC. Oh, thank you so much, Michelle. I was really excited about the interview, and TL Slots, they're really great at interviewing people. They're just like so much fun. I can't wait to see JJ Slot plays interview. JJ Slot plays interview on like December 7th, next Saturday. I forgot when, but I'm really excited. Here's Jack Frost and another Jack Frost sidekick. Treaty board, I can draw you. Let me draw you another treaty board. Here we go. I used to have a treaty board statue. Unfortunately, it magically somehow disappeared, and I can't find it anywhere. You're very welcome. I'm going to be drawing you another treaty board. This treaty board is a very fun character to draw. I remember seeing one Looney Tunes episode when Treaty Board got trapped. I can't remember how he escaped, but it was like really fun. But it was a really good episode. And my little sculpture I used to have a Treaty Board sculpture where Treaty Board was like on a cupcake holding a gem. It was like a really sweet sculpture, and I actually thought it was a collectible. I think it is a collectible by this point. I got it back in 2010. And one of my things, back in 2020 and 12, I remember getting all of a sudden very into jewelry. I remember getting into jewelry, and all of a sudden I really wanted Santa Claus to bring me. A bunch of jewelry. I just remember this memory, but you know the word. I know it's kind of funny, but you know the word diamond. I was like, oh my gosh, I want diamonds. Yep, Treaty Board. And gotta watch out. You better not cry. You better not. I'm telling you right. Treaty Board is coming tonight. So, going back to the Santa Claus diamond story. I just ruined the diamond rings, ruby rings, gold bracelets, and everything. It was actually a week before Christmas, and I thought Santa Claus could, and I was like, oh my gosh, Santa Claus would bring me diamonds. So I forwarded this email to my mother. It read, Dear Santa, may I please have diamond rings, diamond bracelets, and ruby rings? Lo and behold, years later, I think I was like 18 years old. My mom sent me this email and said, remember what you wrote when you were 12? I'm like, no. She's like, oh, here's this email, and this is how you spell the word diamonds. Which I actually find really ironic, because my name is Simon. So I spelled it as Simons. That's how I thought you spelled diamonds. I had really bad spelling. I still have really bad spelling. And somehow I managed to pass all my elementary school spelling tests just mostly out of memory. And when it came to actually spelling the words, I couldn't spell for nothing. So that was my youth. That was some things that happened in my youth. Somehow, I can't do multiplications. I can't add very well, but somehow, I managed to get through pre-calc. Not sure how that happened. The many mysteries of life. And I actually think I spelled rubies as rugby. Michelle is asking, Slot Royal, are you going to do that? They are awesome people. I would love to watch anybody who goes up on Slots Across America. I would love to watch all your interviews. I'm looking forward to the lineup of interviews. And I always enjoy watching talk shows. I always enjoy watching interviews. There's so much fun about getting to know people at the personal level, and it just really helps me connect to people. I'm also looking forward to meeting a lot of people. I'm also looking forward to meeting people too. It's gonna be so much fun. I really hope to be able to get back to Vegas next year and do some of the meetups. I remember running into TL slots. I think I can like JS slots is roulette when JS slots used to host his roulette Real Friday, and I think that's how I met TL slots. I also did some of the emojis too. So that's like how we ended up really meeting up. I also remember the live stream of TL slots and Galman Gandhi met and Miss Blingsting and Straight Up Slots. They were all there. Wish I could have teleported myself. Wish I could teleport myself. Also, Slot Royal, would you like me to contact TL Slots to see if they could do an interview with you? Oh my gosh, I just saw an image of the Looney Tunes Space Jam. Does anybody remember the Looney Tunes Space Jam? I remember watching that back at my cousin's house years ago. And I just like found the entire movie like very surreal. I'm not trying to explain it exactly, but it was just a very surreal experience. So I ended up watching Looney Tunes Space Jam. Then when I was at the hospital, hey, that's Marky, you, nice to see you. Yes, you may use that picture for your thumbnail. Sorry, YouTube keeps shutting my comments off because YouTube keeps thinking I'm a kid. It's my very high pitched voice, and that's why my comments keep getting shut off. It's a mistake in the algorithm, I believe. So I remember watching when I was in the hospital this year. I remember watching the new Space Jam for the first time. I just found this whole thing this really funny to watch because when Bugs Bunny fell onto the ground and I got onto the new planet, the whole formed a Nike's logo, which I actually found hilarious. Not sure why, but I just found out so funny. Just the fact that somebody would actually make that when somebody fell down, when somebody crash landed, and it actually formed the Nike logo. I also didn't really understand the premise of the movie either. I just found it so confusing, except the fact that it was a giant basketball movie. So I might have to rewatch Space Jam, or just watch some reviews about it. Another Looney Tunes character, Space Jam time. And also, thank you so much, Woo, for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. You're very, very welcome. I love putting on a good show. And I'm so glad you were here tonight, too. Thank you so much. Alright, let's draw some Looney Tunes characters to wrap things up. Oh, love Babe the Rabbit. We hope you like the show. Oh, yeah, I have a Looney Tunes outro for all of you that I'll try to sing. Not sure how well it's going to go since my singing voice is kaput. Dang, I'm trying to get this image of Bugs Bunny. iPad not cooperating. Here we go. Here it is, Bugs Bunny. I'm not sure when Looney Tunes started, when Looney Tunes was originally created, but I do think it was back in the 60s. There was definitely some very disturbing Looney Tune there was definitely some very disturbing Looney Tune Looney Tune cartoons that I don't ever watch anymore. But most of the stuff was a lot of fun. Bugs Bunny. And at some Six Flags amusement parks, they actually got the rights to the Rainer Brothers cartoon characters. Unfortunately, the implementation didn't go very well. So there's some Six Flags theme parks, there's just a bunch of very stagnant Looney Tune characters that are just sit around the theme park, and to be honest, they're pretty eerie. They don't move. They just stare. They just sit there and they just stare. It's like a creepy mascot. So here you have Bugs Bunny. Hey, let's mark at you. Alright, here's a Bugs Bunny. And I'm not sure how long. I think up until the 90s, they used to put the Rainer Brothers used to have Bugs Bunny next to the logo. I find it kind of strange that they don't have Bugs Bunny next to the logo anymore. Oh, Babes Bunny, the bunny. Alright, here we go. Babes Bunny. I don't realize that. I don't think I ever realized that was her name. Alright, so let's draw Babes Bunny. Let's see how we're going to draw Babes Bunny. Alright, Babes Bunny, here we go. I don't think I've ever seen Babes Bunny in a cartoon show before. So here's Babes Bunny. There was also something called Tiny Toons. I'm not sure how long Tiny Toons ran for, but it was like Looney Tunes Junior. Well, I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. I hope you liked the show. It's time for us to go. See you in the next show. Bye bye, everybody. Have a great evening, and definitely if you have not already, be sure to set your notifications because you never know when I'm going live. I could be going live from anywhere. Alright, yes. And before we go, yes, we can draw a buffalo head. Buffalo. The most heads I've ever gotten on the Buffalo Gold slot machine was 12 heads. It was on my iPad app, unfortunately. So I didn't really get to experience the real buffaloes. The most buffaloes I've ever gotten on the slot machine. The most buffaloes I've ever gotten on the slot machine, I believe, actually, wait, oh my gosh, wait, actually, 1 second, got it all messed up. So yes, the most buffaloes I ever got was on Buffalo Gold Revolution at the Silverton Casino. I was with Loyal Luck Box, and all of a sudden, I sat down. I had a really good feeling. I sat down at this Buffalo Revolution machine, and next thing you know, I got the wheels spinning, and I somehow managed to accumulate. Like 12 buffalo heads even before the bonus started. I got my at one point during that bonus, I got myself 3 columns of wilds plus 3 buffalo symbols at 3 times multipliers, and that's how I got a $400 line hit. I was also with Beth Vegas, and it was my first night in Vegas with I was visiting Loyal Luck Box, and that was my first night in Vegas. It was like the most beautiful thing ever. Definitely a night to remember. And that's why I have a fond memory of Buffalo Gold Revolution. I think I was betting like 35 cents. And that was one of my biggest, and that was one of my biggest line hits. Awesome. And also the first one I got, thank you. That was market you. I think my biggest bet ratio was, I was betting 10 cents on Old School Buffalo, and I won $170. That was my biggest bet to win ratio ever. And what I really like about Old School Buffalo is it can keep playing. It keeps you playing for a long time. Like, I was with Mario Slots and Scratcher. We put in like $2 in Buffalo, betting 15 cents. And that $2 lasted us, actually, I think we were betting 8 cents. That $2 lasted us an entire 15 minutes. So here it is, the Buffalo head. Let's get Buffalo times 15. Here it is, 15 majestical buffaloes. There was this meme I saw where somebody was looking outside, and they saw 15 beautiful buffaloes. Actually, not 15, but they saw this buffalo walking by, and they pointed out and they said, that would be so nice if that buffalo was made of gold, and if there were 15 of them, 15 of the majestic creatures. You're very welcome. Let us market you. I do like the Buffalo Machine too. A very nice game to play, and just an absolute blast. Well, I want to thank everybody for being here. I hope you have a great night, and see you around in the next video. Bye-bye.